I should never have come here.
Good Boy presents horror through an unusual perspective, the eyes of a Nova Scotia duck-trolling retriever named Indy. The entire movie is experienced at the level of the dog, which makes it stand apart from traditional haunted house stories. Audiences have seen glimpses of canine perspectives before. Benji the Hunted offered a survival through the animal's journey, and Poltergeist opened with the dog introducing the rhythms of a family home. But Good Boy fully commits to the angle for its entire runtime. The result is a film that blends atmosphere, tension, and curiosity in a way that feels unlike anything else in the genre. The production itself adds to intrigue. Director Ben Leonberg shot the film over 3 years, capturing more than 400 hours of footage inside his own home with his own dog as the focus. And Indy's not a trained actor. Every moment comes from authentic reactions to staged cues carefully pieced together in editing. The filmmakers created a performance by building context around natural movements and expressions rather than asking an animal to act. That approach makes the film unique, but also challenging because the story depends heavily on what the viewer projects onto the dog's gaze. The pacing reflects this method. The film runs just over 70 minutes, but its deliberate tempo and long silences can feel extended. It leans on minimal dialogue and quiet spaces and slow reveals. For some viewers, that patience will heighten the dread and allow the atmosphere to breathe, but for others, it may feel uneventful or incomplete. What is undeniable is the commitment to the perspective. Faces of human characters are often obscured or cropped out, keeping attention squarely on Indy and the environment around him. Visually, the film looks impressive. The cinematography emphasizes natural light, low angles, and carefully framed hallways and rooms that transform ordinary spaces into areas of suspense. The house itself becomes a character, full of presence and suggestion. By staying grounded in what the dog perceives, the filmmakers rely on the audience to fill in the blanks, letting the imagination drive much of their fear. It becomes less about spectacle and more about atmosphere. The behind-the-scenes featurette, which plays after the credits, explains how the project came together. It highlights the patience required to capture fleeting moments of authenticity, the challenges of editing in so much footage, and the creative decisions that shape the perspective. The filmmakers reference the Kuleshov effect, how viewers interpret emotion by the context of what shots are paired together. In this film, a simple head tilt or a pause can feel loaded with meaning depending on what image follows. That lesson in perspective and editing is valuable for filmmakers studying how mood is created. The strength of Good Boy lies in its originality and its commitment to the mood. It is not structured like a mainstream horror movie, and it does not deliver its ideas through exposition or spectacle. Instead, it leans into atmosphere, uncertainty, and the primal tension of experiencing the unknown from the vantage point that is familiar yet rarely explored in cinema. Some viewers may find that distance frustrating, while others may value the interpretive space it opens. Ultimately, Good Boy is a small film with a bold idea. It looks striking and experiments with a perspective, and it demonstrates how much weight can be carried by framing and editing alone. Whether the experience resonates may depend on how open you are to the abstraction, but the effort and originality are undeniable. For me, it was worth the time, and it stands as an interesting experiment in horror storytelling. This has been day 2 of 31 Days of Spooky, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on Good Boy. Did the perspective pull you in, or did it just leave you wanting more? Share your take, and for deeper dives, look for my full reviews at realpete.com, and I appreciate you going on this film journey with me, and as always, be real.
Come on, scaredy pants. It's not that bad. Come on, buddy.